massive twists and massive turns, and we're reporting every second of it, giving you up to speed, getting you up to speed with the development, with a massive war over the rebels as well that is erupted amidst this high voltage drama that you are currently seeing in Maharashtra. Now, two Uddhav Sena MLAs. You've got Kailash Patil and Nitin Deshmukh. They returned to Mumbai today from Guwahati, claiming that they were kidnapped by the Shinde camp and forcefully taken to Surat. Patil claimed he was trapped and taken to Surat, and he also walked a kilometer to run away from there. Deshmukh made a sensational and stunning claim, saying that he was injected with something and he was surrounded by 50 cops when he came into consciousness. However, you've got Shinde Sena quick to counter Uddhav Sena's claim, releasing this picture, and that picture, let's bring that on your screens, it's there, showing both Kailash Patil and Nitin Deshmukh are all smiles with their rebel leader Eknath Shinde. So this is a counter coming in from the Shinde Sena right now. Both of the rebel MLAs who have now returned were also seen signing a letter of support to Shinde yesterday. Raut, that is Sanjay Raut, in the middle of all of this mess, now has however claimed that he is now in touch with 21 rebel MLAs and they all want to return to the Uddhav fold. That is what Sanjay Raut has claimed for the moment.
आमच्या सहकार्याने सांगितले की आपल्याला एक ठिकाणी जायचंय, जशी आपल्याला साहेब भेटणार आहेत असं म्हणून आम्हाला मला आणि बाकीच्या काही सहकार्यांना ठाण्याच्या महापौर बंगल्यावर नेलं गेलं असं समजून आम्ही चालत होतो. पण नंतर ठाणे गेलं, ठाण्यानंतर वसई विरार, आता मला त्या एरियातलं एवढं काही माहिती नाही, पण शहरं संपत गेली आणि पुढे जसं जाईल तसं माझ्या लक्षात यायला काहीतरी वेगळं होतंय. या दरम्यान मी गाडीतून पहिल्यांदा उतरलो त्यावेळेस मी आमचे माननीय पक्षप्रमुखांशी संपर्क साधला, उद्धवजींशी संपर्क साधला, त्यांना सांगितलं की मी उतरलोय आणि निघालोय. त्याचबरोबर आमच्या खासदारांची मी संपर्कात होतो. माझी बॅटरी 7-8% राहिली होती, त्यामुळे मी लाईव्ह लोकेशन किंवा बाकीच्या गोष्टी शेअर करू शकत नव्हते, कारण बॅटरी कधी माझा मोबाईल डिस्चार्ज होऊ शकत होता. तो बिचारी उत्तर प्रदेशची होती, अनोळखी होती. खरं तर ते मला त्यावेळेस देवदूत म्हणूनच भेटले. मी त्यांच्यावर एक स्वतः उतरल्यानंतर सेल्फी सुद्धा काढला. मी त्यांना सांगितलं मी कोण आहे, फक्त मी त्यांना एवढं सांगितलं की मी अडचणीत आहे, मला तुम्ही मुंबई स्टेशन घेऊन जावा.
6:30च्या दरम्यान 15 ते 20 जणांनी, कोणी माझी कंबर पकडली, कोणी माझे पाय पकडले, कोणी माझे हात पकडले, कोणी केसाची मान पकडली आणि एका जणांनी माझ्या दंडामध्ये जोराने इंजेक्शन टोचलं. ज्यावेळेस मला इंजेक्शन टोचलं त्यावेळेस अक्षरशः मला खरोखर लळ आला होता की आपल्या मागं आपली मुलगी आहे, आपला मुलगा आहे, माझी पत्नी आहे, यांनी कोणत्या प्रकारचं आपल्याला इंजेक्शन टोचलं, कोणत्या प्रकारचं काय टोचलं. मला थोडासा तिथं लळ आला, मी अक्षरशः लढलो सुद्धा. आणि मग मला लक्षात आलं की आपला अटॅकच्या नावाखाली आपला कुठंतरी घातपात करणार आहेत, आणि इंजेक्शन दिल्यानंतर मला गुंगी आली आणि अशा ठिकाणी नेलं की तिथं हॉस्पिटलमध्ये एक रूम होती, तिथं 50 पोलीस बंदोबस्त माझ्यासाठी होता, IPS अधिकारी सुद्धा होते. म्हणजे किती ह्या मांग कशा पद्धतीनं कारस्थान भारतीय जनता पार्टी रचत आहे त्याचं प्रत्यक्ष उदाहरण त्या दिवशी मी पाहिलं.
Ashutosh Mishra is joining us with the very latest. Ashutosh, you heard Nitin Deshmukh right there going on to say, Majavar injection thokla. That means he was injected with something and then he became unconscious. But if that is really the case, then why was there no FIR registered? And correct me if I'm wrong, was there an FIR registered?
Well, what you asked, the question itself has the answer. And of course, in politics, can you expect really this level of innocence from the politician that I was injected and forcefully taken? Of course, there was some conflict of interest that forced the MLAs to go. And of course, there is some interest that is bringing them back. Without interest in politics, never such decisions are taking place. There is no free lunch in politics, clearly. But what is happening here, we are only seeing the, the war of the optics, the war who controls the power, because more than the government, now who holds the control over Sena? It is the Thakre Sena or the Shinde Sena. The entire battle is now lying between that. And that's exactly why they all are now expecting Sharad Pawar to play a critical role. But what we know and what we have seen, what we have heard Sharad Pawar day before yesterday, that it is the internal affair, it is the internal game of the Shiv Sena, and they have to deal with it. The moment Sharad Pawar day before yesterday said it, the picture was quite clear that what is happening in this entire Mahavikas Aghadi alliance coalition. When the as tall leader
But
as
Sharad Pawar going on to say this is the internal matter of Shiv Sena, but you are an ally of the Shiv Sena in the Mahavikas Aghadi government. How can that not be your problem?
that's exactly what we have been asking to Sharad Pawar. But when he hints something like that, it is internal affair of Shiv Sena, that gives a picture that this time Sharad Pawar may not play as critical and as crucial role as he played last time when Ajit Pawar sided with the Devendra Fadnavis and they formed the government early in the morning that day, the historic day. One could remember, there were two slogans very iconic from Maharashtra, will be remembered for the decades. The one, coined by Sanjay Raut, the CM to Shiv Sena ka hi hoga, and another from Devendra Fadnavis, that me punha yahin. So that was no, Shiv Sena ka CM hoga versus me punha yahin. But it is what is happening. Sharad Pawar has gone totally silent where he is meeting people. But again, you cannot call the Shiv Sena MLAs in Guwahati and ask them to come back. Remember last time when Sharad Pawar played crucial role, that was the rebel by the NCP, and Sharad Pawar had the stature that when he says something, the MLAs would listen to him and they all came back. Imagine. And the problem that what we need to think is that why this is not the similar case with Shiv Sena, that Uddhav Thackeray is calling their MLAs or the senior leaders from the Sena calling their MLAs, that they're not ready to listen to him. That's exactly where the problem is, and that is exactly the internal mess. You heard the MLAs in the letter saying that you were totally inaccessible. Whenever the MLAs wanted to meet the leader, the top leader of the party, the gates were always shut down, the gates were always closed. Then the
And
MLAs from the
what
other
a
parties were
blast
always
from
allowed
the
to meet,
past
but not
that is. You
their own.
remember last time around when Sanjay Raut ended up saying that Mukhyamantri to Shiv Sena ka hi hoga, and Devendra Fadnavis going on to say me punha yeil, and that is exactly the script that is playing out yet again in Maharashtra. This is 2.0 of the same script that is getting played out.